Okay, good morning ladies and gents, Guest Gex here. After various recording issues and problems that we've had, unfortunately, but anyway, we are finally back to where we were. I've had to restart the game twice, I won't go into why, but anyway, so I've played through the game, kind of sped through the game now that I kind of know what I'm doing, and we're up to here. So we've got a telescope, I believe, and we're going to stick it on the tripod, and this next part, because I have already played this, I've got to say, because as I say, I had all kind of recording problems, so this bit is not blind anymore. I had all sorts of problems here, trying to get this to work, because there's this guy on the bridge, and it was like, we need to get him to F off, so he's not near the bridge. But what we have to do is kind of use the pipes that we found in that weird bin thing, but you've got to speak to the old guy in the pub downstairs so that he can tell you what tune you're supposed to play. It's this kind of weird Egyptian sounding tune that you'll probably hear in a minute. That'll be the one. Nice. So he comes pelting along here, and luckily happens to stand right underneath the crown. He must have some kind of royal blood there, you see, instinctively standing beneath the crown. So of course what we need to do now is use the NIF that we had before, combined with this is the crown. There he is. You can even see him below. But anyway, we're going to use... Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that yet. Where's it gone? There it is. We've still got the pipes. I noticed we still seem to keep hold of the pipes. But anyway, so this rope that is precariously holding up the crown is no longer holding up the crown, as you'll see in a minute. Ba-dunk! And then we get a kind of Tom and Jerry style thing. Although, surely that would have killed him. I can't imagine him surviving that. But anyway, we shall see. Maybe he reappears later, who knows? Well, I know, because I've already done this bit. But anyway, we shall see. I'm going to keep it a mystery. So we're going to head back down, because that guy has got keys on him that we need, as you'll see. So anyway, we're going to pelt them down here. And I believe... Yeah, I think we have someone waiting for us down here in a minute. When we try and step off here...
Did you see that? The sign fell down and knocked the auger out. Fiorel is going to be furious. I have to hurry downstairs and lock the doors. May the good Lord protect us.
So essentially, we're kind of trapped in the building now because we can't leave the normal front door. She won't let us out. So we have to use this door, which thankfully she's unlocked for whatever reason. And this is where this mysterious hole that we were saying, oh, what's the point in this for? Do we need a ladder or something? No, we don't need a ladder. We actually need to climb out of it rather than in it. So we hop through the floorboards. And we're on ground level, see? We sneaking out like a rebellious teenager. So we're creeping out. And here's the crown, you can see, that's come crashing down from where we were, just up there, and it's crashed. And then there's this guy who has got, very usefully, keys. Nice! Now, of course, he was guarding the bridge that we couldn't get over before, so you'd think, oh, that's alright, we can go over the bridge now, we can explore a whole new area. But, of course, being a point and click, these things are never that simple, of course. I'm going to kind of cheese it a little bit here, and this part, one of the keys that the guard had, is actually for the well, which, yeah, we'll see what's down here. But anyway, I remember when I was playing this blind, and it was a case of, I doubt this key's going to fit, but it happened to fit, so there we go. So we can get into the well. Clank. Again, very like Necronomicon, kind of creeping along in here. Yeah, weird noise here. Hang on. I mean, what the F is that? If that isn't enough to make you turn around and go back the way you came, nothing would. There's a kind of a dark bit that we need to explore that we can't see anything yet, unfortunately, which is just straight ahead because there's something in that little area there, but we can't see it, so we're gonna go trudging up these steps, and I think there's something up here. Let's have a little browse. Let's have a look. Actually, there's two things we need. There is this thing, which I'm not entirely sure I understand the geography here, because this is on the other side of that bit that we were just in with the telescope. Because there is, I don't know if you remember in one of the early parts, we kind of squinted through the hole, giggle, and kind of saw this, or where we're standing now, basically. But anyway, so we've got a lantern off the wall, so we have a light source. So now we can investigate all the dark nooks and crannies. Again, giggle. Oh, we've got to go forward. Hello, Moggy. Cat's been asleep all morning, so she'll probably want to run around like a maniac.
Where are you? Good girl.
Here we are, and there's a weird hook thing on the wall, which we need to. What do you think we could do with that? I wonder. Let's have a look. We got a lantern, so we can hang it on. We can hang our lantern on there. There's another lantern that we pick up a bit later in the game, actually, as well. That has a very different use, but anyway, we shall get to that at some point. But there we go. So we have light. Let there be light, and all that. And there is this, which turns out to be. I thought it was a snake, but it's not a snake. Thank God. It's a grappling hook and rope. So we have that, and we need that to get back into the hotel. Type of thing. I call it a hotel. I don't know what you call it really. Pub type of thing. I don't even know if we got a room, because that room that it said we were in is not our room. So I don't know what's going on there. I think we're just supposed to be there for a hot meal or whatever, rather than actually staying overnight. Again, I like the fact that woman comes storming into the room, but doesn't seem to mind the fact that we're in this random room, obviously shifting furniture about and stuff. Anyway, we head to the bridge. Now this is where that guy was, and you think, oh nice, he's not there, he's clear, we could go across the bridge. But of course, nothing, as I said before, nothing is ever that simple. So we start to walk across, and disaster. That's what happens when you use cheap labourers to put bridges up, you see, the whole lot's gone. So we're actually back on the same side we were a minute ago. We didn't actually, because I thought at first he jumped across before it collapsed, but no. So, with our grappling hook we can get back into the hotel, and we need to tell people in the hotel that we now can't cross the bridge, because the bridge is knackered. So we're going to see if there's any other ways of getting to where we need to get, to the castle, basically, which is where I forgot we were supposed to be going. To rescue our darling wife Mina. Who caused all this problem by running off in the first place? Bloody women, eh? Women. Where's Moggy? So, yeah, we've got to head this way, this weird zigzaggy technique. Still love the kind of atmosphere in that. As I slightly miffed at having to re-record this. This is now the third time I've played through this little bit. But, anyway. I'm considerably further ahead in the game at the moment. In fact, I'm on... Oh, no! What am I doing? I'm on disc 2 at the moment. So, yeah. There isn't a lot on disc 1, to be honest. In fact, one of the main complaints about this game was that it wasn't really long enough, but... Right, we'll head under here, and... Here we go, we get a little film clip as well, I believe. I won't get to see it, because the capture card throws an epi every time there's a film clip, but there should be a little film clip here. Still got our door handle, which I don't know if we need again, to be honest. I can't remember. I think when we go to disc 2, we actually lose most of our inventory. Yeah, it's not the easiest way to get in and out of a place, is it? Anyway, we're back onto the balcony and we can get into our room. Thank goodness the woman didn't lock that. The owner of this place didn't lock that door while we were out. That could have we could have come unstuck then. I think it's that one. It's really hard to see on this TV. We'll try this one. See what he says.
The bridge has just collapsed. Is there another way up to the castle?
The bridge is down. I'm sorry. That's the only path that goes to the castle. Except perhaps...
Do you know of another way?
The old people say that there's an underground passage leading to the castle. But that's just a tall tale. If there's a passage, no one knows where the entrance is.
Okay, I think we can also talk to him about something else. Is it this one? Yeah.
I've
got to get there.
My time is short. Please help me.
There are a lot of old legends in this region. The castle is said to be built with stones pried from the mountains by thousands of men who died for their labors. The old people say that the mountain is riddled with tunnels haunted by the souls of the damned. Whoever dares to brave the mountain is a fool.
I have no choice. My wife's life depends on it. I must go.
May God protect you on your mission. Perhaps the cabin conceals a route to that hell. You should go out there and look.
But all the roads to the cabin are blocked. I must find a solution.
I cannot help you, and I'm not familiar with the house. I'm not the best person to help you.
Not the best person to help us, fair enough. So, we've got a bit of information. He says we've got to go back to the cabin, and that there is a way there, of course, and there is indeed, but first of all, we need to have a chat with this one, because we need to find another way out. So let's have a chat with this woman, and she tells us something, I think. This one.
The bridge has collapsed. It was very hard for me to get back to the inn. You must help me find another path to the castle.
Viorel is furious. I had to lock the doors of the inn to escape his anger. I think he's convinced that we're helping you. I'm so afraid. What is to become of us?
I need you more than ever now. How can I possibly get out of the inn and reach the castle? If there's no other way, I will have to confront Viorel. Too much is at stake.
No. I cannot let him harm you. Those people have made a pact with the devil. There is no way you can win. There may be a way out. A few days before he died, my late husband told me about a passage through the cellar.
Hurry! Time is short. Show me.
Alas, I never knew what he was talking about. But he seemed so frightened, so ill. You may find some clues in his notebook. I put it away in the cupboard. But I beg of you, be careful. Whatever is down there, that is what killed my husband.
Dun dun dun! Okay, I believe, yeah, she gives us a key, a very useful key. We can't take the bottle, unfortunately, which would be nice, whatever it is. Nice bottle of Adnams or something, who knows. So we've got everything we can from her, Mrs. Miggins, or whatever her name is. Now, where is it? It should be, here we go. In this cupboard, in this handily placed cupboard, that you could easily walk away from and kind of not realise that it was so close. Unless she said something about cupboard, and I wasn't listening, to be honest. I was, Anyway, let's see. Let's use the key, because the key goes in that drawer. I think she actually did say something about it. It's in there, doesn't she? So is this very ornate looking key? There we go. And we get another film clip here because he's going to read a diary entry. We get this weird thing that turns out to be a lighter, old school lighter. Another key to replace the one we just used, and this book.
After weeks of searching, I have finally understood the purpose of the dragon ring. The ring is a key to hell, to the world of the dragon, and the door to that world is just below us. I must hurry. I must protect my family. I have blocked off the passage and hidden the cursed ring in the spot where St. George protects the living and the dead. In the name of all the saints, may that door remain forever locked. Our lives depend on it.
Okay, so it was her husband that actually buried it in the graveyard. I see. I did think it was Dracula had randomly put it there to sort of try and hide it, and I was thinking it would be better if he'd just like thrown it in a lake or something, or just hidden it in the castle, and then we wouldn't have been able to follow him. But anyway, oh, we have got the light, haven't we? Yeah. So we go in here. We've got to go into the cellar because apparently there's a secret passage somewhere in the cellar, which is the dark area we couldn't access before, but we can because there's a candle here, and we are carrying a newfound Bic lighter. So we can use this old school lighter, which does come in handy a few times actually. This lighter. I got a feeling. Oh, it's matches, wasn't it, in Necronomicon? I knew that fire was played a key role in Necronomicon. Anyway, down the stairs we go. Another film clip of him tumbling down the stairs, and we're at the bottom. So now we can access this part of the cellar over there because we couldn't get there before. Can you imagine how cold it would be in this cellar with these kind of open windows in the climate that we're in at the moment? So we head round here, and then on the side of the barrel or whatever the hell it is, there's this kind of weird hidden doorway thing. And another key we need. Imagine if you were playing this blind and you had never looked anything up online or anything like that at all. The kind of feeling of, oh, there it is, when you finally found it, these sort of secret passages and things in this game would be quite memorable, and quite you get quite a feeling of elation from finding these sort of things. Anyway, we found this. Waiting for it to. Oh, and now we need our weird kind of Ouroboros key thing that we found in the graveyard. This thing. There we go, so we use this, we get another little film clip with a horrible kind of grating metal noise. There we go, so we're now, oh, we're going to take it back because we do need to use this at least a couple more times. And we're going to head through here, which is now apparently a way through. And we're, there we go. Huzzah! Into the mines. All sort of mines. Which is very kind of atmospheric, kind of dripping water and echoing footsteps and all that. There we go, echoing blops. So we go this way. There are various places you can look. There's a way down there, but it's just blocked off. There's just literally a pile of rubble. There's nothing particularly exciting down there. And there's a gate, again, that you can't open there. So you've got to go through this way. I don't know if this is supposed to be the kind of... No, it is a mine shaft, isn't it? I was just saying whether it's supposed to be like the wine cellar. No, we've just been in the wine cellar, obviously. There's another one of these. Another one of these. Oh, monkey moo. And we can use the dragon key thing again that we need. After we've turned it. So here we go, we use this. Where's it gone? There we go. So again, still got the door handle, the lighter, key and a grappling hook. I did think we were going to use the grappling hook again, but as far as I'm aware we don't, and I'm pretty sure I haven't got it in my inventory anymore. Like, as I say, I am ahead of this point in the game, I'm just having to re-record this. Very annoying. Yeah, it's weird, it just didn't record the commentary, even though it said it was. But I hope that's not going to become a regular issue. That would be quite annoying. Nice! So we've got that. And we can now exit. And we're aiming to get back to that cabin that we were at before. Where we hoofed that guy into the lake. Monkey. Sorry, the cat's being alright. Pitter at the moment. Yeah, see, there's some guy there. I don't know who that is, but we're not allowed to go that way anyway. But I think it's the guy that we're about to see in a minute when we go back into the... No, cat. We go back into the cabin, as you'll see in a minute. You silly girl, isn't you? Yeah, Cat's decided she wants some attention now. Every time she... I think it's because I'm speaking and she can sort of hear me chatting and she's like, oh, what's going on? I want to get involved. So anyway, we're here. We're back at the... This is the little cabin on the lake where that guy bundled over there. And we weren't able to get in this door before, but with the keys that we plucked off the guy we knocked out with the crown, we should be able to get in here. And this like houses the secret entrance to the mine shaft. And this is getting close to where we were up to. So if we go over here, now this bit again very easy to miss. When I did the first playthrough of this, I did not see that at all. But anyway, another little film clip. There we go, shifting the barrels out of the way. Reminds me, you see, I used to work for a certain retail company. I don't know anymore, like, but I used to, and they had like a little goods in lift, like here, just to kind of shift stuff up and down between floors of the shop. It was always full of crap as well, just like this, full of not barrels, but full of stuff. Anyway, we're going to begin our descent into the bowels of the earth, and we're nearly up to where we were. I think that's the guy we saw up the path a little bit earlier. Another of his nibs, his goons, Mr. Dracula's henchman. And amazingly, we're fine, it seems. So we step out of the lift, completely unscathed, and we've got two ways to go. We're in the kind of mine shaft. We need to go over this way, and we need to kind of cause a bit of damage, a bit of structural damage, as you'll see, which doesn't seem the safest thing to do with this chain when you're deep underground. It's like the tin mines under Dartmoor, near where I live. But anyway, so we're going to snap that. Nope, we're going to snap that. Bring the roof down. All this to get a plank of wood, as you'll see in a minute. Yeah, all this, by the way, this bit that I'm now re-recording, took me 2 half-hour videos, so just shows you how quick. I mean, I'm only 20 minutes in, and I'm already nearly up to where we were. So anyway, we head over here. Head over heels. That's the thing with point and clicks. It's like 90% of the time you spend playing them is just like trying things and working out where you're supposed to be going. Like the actual gameplay, there's not that much of it. But anyway. Ah, sorry, cat yawned. She has stinky cat breath. Right, we head over here, put the plank down, which means we can now reach that little gap. Head through here. And we're on this side of the mine. So we're heading into another little cavern. Now this part is all caved in, so what can we use to shift all those rocks? Well, we still thankfully have our crowbar, so we can use that to pry the rocks out of the way. We're going to get our first, I wouldn't even say it's a jump scare, I don't know what you call it now, kind of slightly creepy bit, I guess, as you'll see. Here we go. Terrifying, eh? And there is a skeleton who's going to lend us a hand, if you see what I mean. Now we head over here, and there is a little oil lantern thing. It took me a while to work out what the hell that thing is supposed to be, but we've still got a lighter, so we can make use of that. I like the fact that we're carrying a random skeleton arm, but so we like that, which means we're able to actually see what's on the other side of the gate, sort of. And there's a metal bar thing that we need. We haven't quite got the reach to grab it, so we're going to, as I say, Mr. Bonesy is going to, Jack Skellington is going to give us a hand, quite literally. So we've managed to pick that up, and we don't need the hand thing anymore. So now we head over here, and we head down this kind of corner bit, which is remarkably easy to get lost down here. Oh, no. And we get another little film clip, I think, of him strolling down the mine shaft. Sleeves rolled up, you know he means business. These kind of weird transitional film clips you get. Go on, Bennett, it's windy outside. Oh, windy outside. IRL wind. Proper storm kicking off out there, actually. I've got to go out in a bit as well. Anyway, so we are here now. The bridge has kind of knackered, so it's like, what are we going to do? This is the first of the really silly bits in this. But yeah, you'll see. Anyway, so we can use this weird pole arm thing to kind of slide down here, like zipliney style. But yeah, and then catch hold of the bridge bit at the other end, which, as I say, is a little bit silly, but you know. Nice. Never a dull moment. God knows how we're supposed to get back from here, but anyway, if we wanted to go back to the village. That is actually locked, you can't go through there, it's very misleading that. So we actually have to head down this way. Again, still heading further deeper into the ground. Again, just like the end of Necronomicon, this, you know, when you keep heading further and further down. Oh, I love the end of that game, it's so good. That kind of weird ambient music and that, and strange geometry and that, oh, it's so good. Again, another gate, we can't get through there, sadly, but we do have to scoot forward a little bit, and then double back on ourselves. We've got to head down this side bit, kind of. Yeah, here we go. You see there's masonry blocks, which I'm assuming are supposed to have been left over from when Dracula's castle was built, I assume. I don't remember this clip. I do not remember that clip at all. Okay, that's strange, yeah. Okay, so we're here, anyway, which, again, is kind of all these random weird blocks and stuff. Now, we can't do anything over that way yet, but we will be back there shortly. And there's a weird table here with a kind of suspicious light or lantern still lit on it, so somebody's been there. There's literally nothing over there, do not get the point of that, so, but apparently we're allowed to go over that way. And if we head into this dark area here, we're here. Which is basically where I stopped recording, or where the next part of the recording properly begins. We've got different routes to go to on this Minecraft. I've done it again. I kept in the next part. You'll see I keep saying Minecraft instead of minecart. But anyway, so we're here where all these minecarts would be. But anyway, again, sorry it wasn't a blind part. I do much prefer playing this game kind of mostly blind. But yeah, blame Elgato. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this part. Join me again soon, and we shall press on and head towards Dracula's castle and see what other obstacles await us. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.